Good afternoon and welcome to the boutique surrounds of Raiders Kippax as we are here for an elimination final. That's right, one team will not have a season after potentially 80 minutes this afternoon. It is the Tuggeranong Bushrangers and the Yass Magpies, Yass technically being the home team here in Kippax. Joined now by John Croyder. John, this is a huge match for both teams. Season's on the line. More needs to be said.
Yeah, this is the best time of the year, really, isn't it? It's a perfect day for footy as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Both teams have had pretty good results at this ground throughout the year, so it'll be interesting to see what both teams put out. Both
teams have won their games against the West Belconnen Warriors here at this ground. Big out for the Tuggeranong Bushrangers, though, one that was very noticeable for me. No Quinn Cannon for the Bushrangers. His impact off the bench will be sorely missed.
Yeah, your favourite player in probably the whole comp, isn't it, Jeff? No, he's a very good player, so I'm not too sure if it's an injury or why he's out, but yeah, he will be missed. But they've got a fair few inclusions as well. Michael Brophy came back from injury a couple of weeks ago. He's a big in for them. They're looking pretty strong in the forwards as well with Brett Solomon at lock. He was the captain for the Monero Country Championship side, and obviously they won that tournament as well. So he's a very good player, and you've also got the likes of John Papali as well, and Adu Tupo as well. So, yeah, pretty good forward pack there.
For Yass, you can't go past the Norton brothers and the halves. They really do get the Magpies ticking over, don't they?
Yeah, they work very well. I think I've always thought Scott's had a bit of an advantage because he's the only member of the Yass spine who doesn't wear headgear. So I think he can go under the radar a bit more than the other blokes. He does very well. And he also looks towards the back end of the first half, early second half, look for him to go into dummy half duties for a little while there while they give Ben Warner a bit of a spell.
Beautiful conditions here. That the wind seems to have calmed down, so it shouldn't be too affected by the conditions. It is a beautiful sunny day, almost spring-like here in the middle of August, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm only wearing one jumper today, so it's pretty good out there. I was out on the grounds a little earlier. As you can probably see on the camera, that back left corner, there's been in shade the whole day. It's a bit slippery around there, but everywhere else it's pristine.
It is going to be a fantastic match. We'll let John get to his other duties for the day. He's got a million and one things to do out there, so we'll let him get on. Thanks for your time, John.
Cheers, Jeff.
There we go. As it is third and fourth here in the Canberra Raiders Cup, these two teams split their season between each other. Tuggeranong lost the last game to Yass down in Tuggeranong 24-22, and Tuggeranong won the game out at Yass 26 points to 16 earlier in the season. These last three games for both teams have been particularly well. Yass has won their last two, including a fantastic win last Sunday to book their final spot against Goulburn, 48-22. Meanwhile, Tuggeranong are actually on a three-game tear, and they've beaten Queanbeyan Blues last weekend, albeit a slightly changed Queanbeyan Blues without Campese and the rest. But they won 42-14 to also punch their ticket. They also beat West Belconnen here only 3 weeks ago, 34 points to 18. So they do have form at this ground. It'll be interesting to see. Go through the lineups now. At fullback for Yass, number 1, Andrew Swaffield. On the wings, Jesse Collins and Jai Smith. In the centres, Willie Peace and Junior Vaticani. The halves, as we spoke about just then, Scott Norton and Steve Norton. In front, the back row, Sean Davis, Josh Hall and Kyle Danilchak locking the scrum. And up the front, Josh Newling, Ben Warner at hooker and Saipani Ailupo in the front row. On the bench for Yass, Matt Lawrence, Matt Scott, Benny Warner and Mitch Smith. As we can see, Yass making their way onto the field, led out there by Steve Norton. Just waiting for the Bushrangers now to make their way onto the field. As the claps subside. And they'll start back up again. For the referees, there we go. Tuggeranong have named a slightly changed lineup to what they put out last week against the Queanbeyan Blues. At fullback, Matthew Gruber. The wings, Jaden Pollard and Brendan Brophy. The centres, Issy Afamui and Dane Ewings. That's where he's playing this week. The halves, Michael Brophy, as mentioned, coming back from injury, and Blake Henson. The back row of Jaden Thomas, Michael Aluakiola and Brett Solomon locking the scrum. And the front row of John Papali, Josh Mitchell and Atu Tupo. The bench, Sateki Fetuani, Brent Wallace, Tim Vadabuli and Daniel Hickson, and they're coached by Justin Gitto as we wait for Tuggeranong now to make their way onto the field. And here they come. Led out by Josh Mitchell. As you can see, the players from the reserve grade game have stuck around to welcome out the teams. Queanbeyan taking out that one, 24 points to 16. Got a bit physical late in the match there, but a solid win for the Roos nonetheless. They're off to face West Belconnen next week in the reserve grade preliminary final. The winner of that taking on the other Queanbeyan team in the Blues. It's the handshakes in midfield underway. Coin is tossed. Looks as though Tuggeranong have won it. Yass will run towards the eastern end of the ground, or the scoreboard end, and Tuggeranong will kick off towards the shady end. That shade will grow ever increasingly bigger as the afternoon draws on. You would have to think Josh Mitchell to get us underway here. The elimination final, one team season ends today, and we're underway. Bit of a weird kick-off that'll roll towards the Yass try line. Good hit up there by Newling to start things off. He's met in a strong three-man tackle. Warner out of dummy half. They'll look to just one off at the start of this game here. It'll be a bit cagey, you'd think, to start things off, and the game will get a bit more free-flowing as it gets towards its latter stages. Solid run up to the 30 there by Yass. Norton works at one across. There was Davis. Davis was taken strongly. Norton at first receiver. And that's Matt Scott out there in the 15 jersey. He looks like he started the game. Kick from inside the 40 by Norton. Off the side of the foot. But well taken there by Pollard. And he'll take it back, and the Bushies will start their first set 30 out. Good starting position here. Strong one-on-one tackle was eventually finished off. Started by Josh Hall, though. Mitchell in a dummy half roll today as it's taken up by Afamui. Mitchell taking on the hooking rolls instead of the first receiver role. Strong run there by Alua Kiola. He's been called back. It was Tupou, my apologies, who made the run, but Tupou was initially tackled. Mitchell, one out. Papali. It's the fifth and last here. They work at one across. Brophy drops the kick into the far side there for his brother Brophy. He flicks it back inside, and it's picked up here by Yass, and they'll settle things down in that far corner. Some grinding work early, a bit of a feeling out period early on here in this elimination final. Yass not being able to play this game at Walker Park, having to bring it to the surroundings of Kippax Raiders. But a solid contingent of Yass fans nonetheless have rocked up. There's a fair few Bushrangers fans as well. Working out to Steve Norton, and Norton's put it out on the full inside his own 40. And that has not ended well. And the first chance of the game will go to the Bushrangers. Kick there from Steve, just not finding any grass inside the field, and it just drifted out. There was a slight breeze, but ever so slight. It wouldn't take a kick that too far. Nice inside play, and there is Gruber. He's taken 25 out. They'll work it up now. Mitchell. Dummies to Tupou. He takes the tackle. There's no one at dummy half. So in came Henson. Big run there by Papali, and he's taken about 5 metres short. They'll work it out far side. Mitchell goes across, trying to work it over. Has he got it down? No, he's held up. And we'll have a play of the ball 10 metres out. First roll of the dice there from the Bushrangers. It was Gruber trying to bust his way over. Fifth and last here. Henson kicks to the corner. Up will go Pollard. He'll climb higher, still get the touch, but he won't be able to take it. And the set will be restarted at the 20. Pollard went up for that ball uncontested, and if he'd taken it, he was in easy. Just didn't time his jump, and a first penalty of the day going to Yass. Holding down in the ruck area. And now Yass can have their first chance of the day. Norton with a better kick that time than what he had before, and deliberately finds touch on the full. 40 out. They'll work it up through Hall. First receiver was Norton. Worked it across to Scott. And was it knocked on? It was. Don't know why the ref allowed it to play so long, but the knock-on was called. And Yass burned their first opportunity of the day 5 minutes in. I have to say the Bushrangers have started this game the more promising of the two sides. The scrum is clean, and working hard there was Afamui. He was taking a strong tackle. Well, there's one out at here, and it was Henson. Strong run. Just one out stuff, simple stuff here is working. It was Tupou for the Bushies, and they're already at halfway here. Tuggeranong, nice run up through the middle. That was Gruber. And they're on a roll here. Tuggeranong, Mitchell will dab a kick in behind. And a good take on the full there by Swaffield, and he's taken 12 out. He'll just work it out calmly here, Yass, and thought they had a gap there, but he's taken awkwardly in a two-man tackle. They'll work it across. And there's a half break here, and they're away down the sideline with the ankle tap. Oh, and Vaticani stopped him in his tracks. He was away, and he had Smith on his outside. Messi play the ball. They'll work it one out. Hall will take another. Oh, sorry, Scott will take another one up. Scott's taken 3 or 4 to start the game. They'll work it left. Norton. Nice one off ball to his brother, but he couldn't finish it off. Norton, banana kick in behind. It'll fall for Steve Norton. He puts a kick to the far side. Can he get there? No, it'll bounce away from Smith. Well, Scott put the banana kick in and Steve picked it up. And Jai Smith was all on his own on this far right wing. The ball escaped Smith's grasp. Just rolled out a touch. I have to say, Yass have now fired a shot across the bow of the Bushies. Even if it was a messy one. Scrum is clean and easy one-up stuff here. Nice, strong. He's dropped it though. And here is a chance for Yass. It was Thomas who came up with the mistake. And now Yass will look to make him pay. Warner finds Norton. Norton out. Oh, nice ball out the back for Peace, but he chopped down, 15 out. Warner, nice pass, but he's intercepted by the Bushrangers. I think it was Dane Ewings on that far side, the everywhere man for Tuggeranong. And Yass failed to make the Bushies pay. One up stuff for the Bushrangers. Now they'll spread it wide to Luakiola. Luakiola strong hit up and he rolls over to halfway. Gruber. Solomon just couldn't get the ball out the back there. There was a man running through for him. Mitchell now gets it out to Henson. Henson just dabs a kick. Bounce over Swaffield, but Swaffield takes it. Tries to get round Pollard, but he's wrapped up there. By the man who leads the try scoring for the Bushrangers. A strong tackle there by Alua Kiola. Yass just struggling to get out of their own end at the moment. They'll only be 30 out at the moment. Warner out at dummy half. It'll roll and bounce and picked up here by Gruber at his 20. There's a bit of space for him to work with. The Bushies will start another set in strong position. Pollard out of dummy half. Good run there from the winger. Famui hitting it up now, and the Bushies are rolling. Bumping away from players there was Tupou, and he's only stopped 30 out. Mitchell now, they'll go short side. Still going there was Papali. And penalty coming for the Bushrangers. It was Steve Norton who held Papali down. It's a tap here. Solomon will hit it up. He'll be lifted and placed onto his back. Not very gently. 10 out. Mitchell. Tupou, but he's pushed back and he's going nowhere. Mitchell out of dummy half. Tries to fool them all, but he's wrapped up by the markers. They weren't buying it for a second. They'll work it out the back. Henson then changes direction. Brophy was mobbed straight away, and he takes the player for a ride on the back there. Spins him round. Oh, he's come up hurt, Brophy. Henson. Cut out ball to Afamui. Doesn't find him. Hits the grass. He picked up by Pollard. Pollard goes across the field and tries to find a gap. Picks out one, but he's stopped. Brophy is not okay out there on that far side. Mitchell out of dummy half. Dabs a kick in. It bounces off one and picked up there by Swaffield. And Yass will survive. Be a tough task to get out of their own 20 here at the moment. Ball's falling out, and that'll help. The Bushies just took too long in the tackle. And a relieving penalty for Yass. Norton finds touch. 25 out, so a bit of a better starting spot for the Magpies. One up stuff there from Peace. He spins out of a tackle. Still standing. Can he get the ball out the back? No, he can't. He's wrapped up. Solid meterage gain, though. Ducking under the tackle there was Smith. And a dummy half goes Warner. Norton now. Steve dumps it off to Hall. Scott rolls over the 40. Norton. Set play. Didn't really come off for Yass there. It was Norton ducking back on the inside. He'll keep it alive to Warner. Then out to Hall. Works it out to Vaticani, but Vaticani is taken 25 out. Swaffield. Goes to Scott Norton. Kicks it high. It's a dangerous kick. Peace will climb. They'll fall it at the back. Chance here for the Bushrangers. Flick pass out the back, and it wasn't needed, and they've dropped it. And they've butchered an almost certain try there, Yass. But they will get a second chance. It was Ewings and Gruber who went up for the ball. Neither of them were able to grab it. Yes, we'll have a scrum 10 metres out. Change coming here. It looks like Tim Vadabuli's warming up there for the Bushrangers on the sideline. He'll be introduced shortly, you'd think. Changes early for both teams. Ball out the back. Norton dumps it off to Swaffield, and he's taken low there by Uluakiola. Quick play of the ball. Warner now finds Danilchak. 6 tries on the season does the Lock have. Warner, they'll go short side. Warner still working. Gets the ball out the back, but it's picked off there by the Bushrangers. Didn't need to get that pass out. And the Bushrangers will work it away. Ewing's now taking the hit up, spinning away from one, getting the offload away. Henson ducks in and around. There goes, passes inside, still working hard there. It was picked up by Gruber. Henson passes to Uluakiola, and he runs over a Norton, runs through a second. Ewings holds the ball, tries to go through another tackle, but he's taken about 20 out here. The Bushrangers have gone a long way. Papali through a couple. John Papali still going, but he's taken 3 out. And a penalty. The Bushrangers will tap and go. Brophy, hard hit tackle there. Brophy. Ewings fell over as he was about to go over. Mitchell had a dummy half. Tupou, still going Tupou, still going Tupou. He gets the ball out the back to Papali. Papali goes over, and he's in! John Papali. He fought off a couple. And they just kept the ball alive, Tuggeranong. And he gets our first points of the game.
Try to Tuggeranong to number 8, John Papali. Tuggeranong 4, Yass still with a kick to come.
Took us just a tick over 16 minutes, but Tuggeranong found a way. They've been threatening, you'd have to argue, more than any other team. Well, Vadabuli was going to come on, but he's retaken his spot on the bench there. So it looks like the change is not going to happen. Josh Mitchell now, 45 goals on the season, make it 46. Easy as you like, you don't miss them from there. And the Bushies take a 6-0 lead, 17 minutes in.
Conversion successful, number 9, Josh Mitchell. And it's Tuggeranong 6, Yass 0.
So what have Yass got in reply? They really haven't fired too many warning shots of yet. They've wasted 2 chances. Bushies have made them pay. Kickoff is a good one, deep. Strong hit up there. Messy play the ball there by the Bushies, and it's been called. Papali, the try scorer, he's turned from hero to villain very quickly, and Yass with a chance to strike right back. It's like Brent Wallace and Tim Vadabuli are getting ready to come on for the Bushies. No one moving around for Yass just yet. Raiders under 20s player Mitch Smith being looked at out the back there. He'll take his spot on the scrum. Scrum is clean. Here goes Peace. Peace ducks under a tackle. Still going Willie Peace. Still going Willie Peace, and he's stopped inside the 10 now for Yass. A strong first tackle option there. Slow ball, though. Offers no help there for Kyle Danilchak. Out the back to Norton. Pass out the side. It goes back to Norton. Got it back from Davis. It goes back into his brother. The other Norton going across. Still a chance for Norton. Can he get the ball out? No, he lost it in the tackle. And he's not okay, is Steve Norton. The Bushrangers take it out. Afamoe is met by Peace. As we keep an eye on Steve Norton out the side there, he doesn't look in the greatest of shapes. He was falling on hard there. The ball just popped out as the Bushrangers get a fair way out. Solomon. Good run there by the Minero under 23's captain. Mitchell out to Alua Kiola. One out stuffing. Picks on Vaticani. He says, I'm running through you. Short side stuff. Mitchell taken by the marker. It's dropped out the back. Is that a knock on? Is it a knock on? It is a knock on both ways. So, yes, we'll benefit from that and get the scrum. Still heavily affected by that shot earlier is Steve Norton. Scrum 30 out for the Pies. Down. Clean scrum. Norton. Swaffield. Swaffield was taken by Ewings easily there. Strong run by Peace. Not of his earlier calibre, though. Here's big Mitch Smith. Can't miss him. Good hit up there by Matt Scott. Mitch Smith is coming off. Norton will put the kick in behind. Where will it land? It'll sit up. I tell you, there's a chance out wide here for Yass. Kicked on through. Oh, what a play! Party time for the Magpies. He just sort of held up there. The grubber from behind by Norton. And Sean Davis is the beneficiary of that.
Try the Yass, number 11, Sean Davis. Makes a score, Tuggeranong 6, Yass 4, with a conversion attempt to come.
Davis will convert his own try from in front. There was the grubber in behind. It held up for Yass, and Collins got a boot on the inside into Davis. And a fantastic try by the Magpies to tie things up. Davis with the easy conversion. Puts it through the trees and out the back.
Davis successfully converting his own try. Now ties the match up at 6-all between Yass and Tuggeranong.
And with 17 minutes left in this half, we're back at square one. Horrible kickoff by Mitchell. Bounce awkwardly for Vaticani. He'll pick it up. He'll have to run it back himself. Strongly met there by Atu Tupo. Go the near side out to Hall. Just one out stuff getting out of their own end here for the Magpies. That was Newling hitting it up. Nice pass down there, away down the far side here, Yass. It's Davis again. Davis spins away from one, and he spins away from a second, and he's met 35 out. A bit of space out on that far left edge for the Magpies. Norton goes across to Norton. Spins it out across to Vaticani again. Vaticani steps around a couple, tries to go through Afamui. And Henson and Pollard help him out. This is the last. Swafford in for Norton. And Steve out to Scott. Scott with a bit of space. He runs it. Flick pass out the back. Fancy stuff to Warner. Warner puts the kick in behind. Will it sit up? It will. For no one. Warner's kick bobbled away and just ran away from everyone and fell into touch. So the Bushies will look to work it away. 10 out from their own line. Clean scrum. Ewings now. Doing probably his 15th job for the Bushrangers today is Dan Ewings. Quick play of the ball. Nice work out the back. That was Gruber. And the Bushies are well out of trouble now. They'll look to set things up. Strong run there by Tupou. Working his way through there was Atu Tupou. And another big run there by the Bushrangers. They were over halfway. But still a tackle up their sleeve. Solomon. Solomon trying to wrestle out of the tackle, has knocked it on. And they have not been the cleanest with the football. They have the Bushrangers. So Yass will have a scrum 35 out. Now, look to probably get a repeat set after this. Peace again. Good run there by Ayalupo. To his other front row partner there in Newling. Back to Ayalupo. Steps through a couple and hits the ground hard. Norton to Norton. Drops the pass inside. Nice play here to Swaffield. Benny Warner there. Norton goes across to Lawrence. Working across Davis to Peace on the far side here is Collins. Can he get to the corner? He can. Jesse Collins, fleet-footed down the left-hand touchline. And a beautifully finished try there. And the Magpies take the lead.
Try to Yass. Number 2, Jesse Collins makes the score. Yass 10, Tuggeranong 6 with a kick to go.
Just went through the hands there, did the Pies. It was good hands initially from Davis onto Peace. Peace drew the final player. And then Jesse Collins down the sideline. Had to beat one more. And he did just exactly that. Difficult conversion attempt for Davis now. You'd say about 24 out, not exactly 25. The slightest of breezes to maybe aid it across if needs be, but you shouldn't be relying on any sort of help from any wind. Kick is on its way, but he's pulled it to the near side.
Conversion unsuccessful. The score remains Yass 10, Tuggeranong 6, 11 minutes to go in the first half.
So what have Tuggeranong now got in reply? They scored first, but Yass have struck back twice. Now kick off for the third time this half. Better kick off from Mitchell this time. Taken by Norton, and big shot on Newling. A lazy arm left out there on Josh Newling, and an easy penalty to give. It was Atu Tupou who left the arm out. There goes Alupo. He's been fantastic for the Magpies since he's come on. Norton in dummy half. Near side for Newling. He's taken 30 out, and the Magpies are on a roll. Norton goes back the other way, then cuts in through the middle. Still going, Steve Norton. Still going, Norton. It'll be stopped. 10 out. Norton and his brother out of dummy half. Across to Warner. Here's Davis. Gets it back inside for Swaffield. Space for Swaffield. Still a chance. Back on the inside. Lupo. But he'll be held up. Well, they're claiming he's got it down, and he has got it down. The Bushrangers are not happy. But Saipani Ayalupo, he somehow got the ball down. And the Magpies kick clear.
The try to Yass number 10. Saipani Ayalupo makes the score Yass 14, Tuggeranong 6. Conversion attempting hard.
It's a bit of broken play there for Yass to work through. You didn't think Ayalupo would be the one to finish it off. As Fetuani's on the sideline ready to come on for the Bushrangers, see if he can swing this match back in the favour of Tuggeranong, because at the moment Yass are all over the Bushies. Easier conversion here for Sean Davis. He pokes it on through.
The conversion to Sean Davis successful. Makes the score Yass 16, Tuggeranong 6.
16-6 lead with a tick under 8 minutes left. That change has happened. John Papali has made his way off and on. Is Teki Fetuani. What have the Bushrangers got? Interesting kickoff there by Mitchell. Bounces harshly towards the sideline. Picked up by Norton eventually. Gives it to Newling, and Newling's met a bit more legally this time by the Bushrangers. Offload has eventually gotten away, but it's to no advantage for Yass, and Steve Norton has pushed back nearly to his own goal line. So hard work here for Yass to get out of their own 10 now. One out sort of stuff. Ayalupo, the try scorer, but he's stopped. And they're really getting nowhere. Newling now, but he's going nowhere, and he's stopped before the 20 on the last. Kick out of dummy half. It'll bounce and be picked up by Pollard. He juggled it initially. And he runs across field, tries to find the gap, but can't, though. He takes on Hall. And the Bushies will start in their own in the attacking half, and a penalty will help. And Tuggeranong now a chance to get back into this clash. Henson finds touch, about 35 out. 25, sorry. Aluakiola with the head up. Strong run there by Aluakiola. Solomon, hard hit. Got the pass from Fedawani. Quick play of the ball. Henson near side. Pass out. Here's Afamui on the left-hand side here. Aluakiola into dummy half. It's across to Henson. Now to Brophy. Brophy steps. Still going, Brophy. Gets the ball out the back to Fedawani. Then goes across. They're still working through their hands. Ewings with the pass out wide to Brophy, but it skips up. And it's out of play. Good scramble there by the Magpies. And Tuggeranong Butcher would be a very good chance for them. Peace again off the scrum. He'll be taking 15 out. Lupo makes a strong run and gets his team out of his 20. Through the hands, Newling. And he's pushed back to the 20. So not a lot of joy there for Josh Newling to start things off. Peace now. Peace will go through the middle. Peace will make the break. Peace has just got one to beat. He's got Groomer to beat. He's got a man on the outside. Does he choose to use him? He does eventually. But that's where it... Oh, no, it'll still keep going for Yass. The kick will come in behind. It's out the back here. The Smith, will it set up? It won't. He'll grab it, but he'll be stopped about 5 out. Quick play of the ball. Hall moves it across. Vaticani. Vaticani steps around one. Going for the corner, Vaticani. He'll reach out. He'll score! Junior Vaticani. And a fantastic try there to the Magpies.
Try Yass to Junior Vaticani. Makes the score Yass 20. Tuggeranong 6. With a kick to come.
And are we looking at the Bushrangers' final stand here today? If we are, they're not putting up much of a fight at the moment. Difficult kick this for Sean Davis. It's about 24 out again. Sharpish angle. The right-footed Davis. What's he got from this angle? Can almost put Yass out of sight. Strikes it well. It's coming back. It's just to the left.
Sorry?
The score remains at 20 points to 6. But there doesn't appear to be much life left in the Bushrangers at the moment. Another interesting kickoff from Mitchell. Norton has to come forward to take it and does well. He dummies to one and he'll take the hit up off the kickoff. Simple one-out stuff here for the Magpies. Interesting tackle there. Nothing in it in the end. It was Hall with the hit up. Now Newling. Newling has stopped 30 out. Norton. Dummies inside. Stopped. Lupo now. Good run there by Lupo, and that'll be the last for Yass. So solid set after the kick here. Kick deep by Lawrence. Find the grass. Picked up here by Afamui. And pick out Swaffield, and he'll start the set in a decent spot for the Bushrangers. A minute left before the half. Brophy, he's taken. Simple one-out stuff, trying to push away there at Tuggeranong, and they're close to halfway on tackle 3. Good run, Fedawani. Nice play the ball there by Mitchell. Still a play on. Gruber now got it. Tipped on there by Brophy. They'll go short side. Brophy, chip and chase. He's kicked it straight to the Yass player. Chance on the inside. Davis, but he's knocked it on. And the Bushrangers, with 20 seconds left, have one final shot. What have they got? Time ticks away. Mitchell. Fedawani dropped it behind himself. He'll just take the tackle. We'll have time for one more play. They'll come this side. Mitchell. Henson. Throws it. He throws it short to Alua Kiola. And that will be the half. A miserable end to the half for the Bushrangers, scoring first. Nothing was preparing them for what Yass had in mind after that. Joined again by John Croyder. John, Yass just running over the top there.
Yeah, they've played really well. I didn't know how they would go without Sam Satogi, but Mitch Smith's been really impressive, just leading that forward pack well. And then also, obviously Lupo coming on later in that half has done quite well. So, yeah, well-deserved lead for Yass.
Matt Scott started the half as well for Yass, and he started very well indeed. A lot of crucial hit-ups. The Norton brothers, you thought Steve was a bit in trouble there early though, didn't you?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I was just running up and down that sideline, so I've actually missed what you might be talking about. So
the knock Norton took in this corner over here when he got landed on.
Yeah, I might have been walking down to the field there because it's a bit of a walk to get down to the field, so it takes a couple of minutes. I might have missed that part.
Fair enough. But the run off the bench for Yass, it's been clear that that's what's got them through this half. In the second half of this first half, Lupo coming off the bench, the kick inside to set up the first try. Jesse Collins fleet-footing it down the sideline. They really have finished the half strongly, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They really targeted the right edge defensive Tuggeranong, and obviously Dane Ewing's the man of many positions, hasn't played there for a little while, so his combination on the wing there with his winger just might be a little uncertain, and yeah, they're just going strong down there. So with Jesse Collins has been a good threat, and Sean Davis as well. So they've been playing really well that left edge of Yass.
There we go. 20-6 is your halftime score here at Kippax Raiders. We'll take a break shortly and be back for the second half of this elimination final. Welcome back to Kipex Raiders, where the score is 20 points to 6 to the Yass Magpies. They finished that half the vastly stronger of the two teams. Tuggeranong just making us wait to see if they'll get back onto the field. They scored first, did Tuggeranong. It was a fantastic start. And then it just all fell away. Yes, with 4 fantastic tries. And it's season on the line time now for Bushrangers, you'd have to think. They are taking their time to re-emerge. I think we can just hear them coming out now. I think we just heard the team rev up. They're making Yass wait. Here we go. We see Bushrangers trainer. There we go. Here they come. Josh Mitchell leads them out. Potentially the last time in 2017. Interesting to note that Brendan Brophy is going to start the half on the bench, the winger. So, interesting to see they've made some changes there. Brophy's been hooked by the looks of it. As Davis gets us underway here in the second half, 40 minutes left for the Bushrangers to save their season. They can't take too long to settle into this. Going forward, the Bushrangers have been strong. See a good hit up here by Tupou. He peeks his head out the other side. He looks to get the offload away. He does. Here's Fedawani. Fedawani steps away from him, pushes away from another, gets the pass out to Wallace, and Wallace will take it. Just short of halfway. Taken up by Fedawani. A big, strong there. And a massive shot by Willie Peace. And he's jarred the ball free. And first mistake of the half goes to the Bushrangers. Off the scrum goes Pace. Now Newling. He was going to cross halfway, but he is pushed back the other way. Up stuff. Here's Ayalupo. Strong hit up there by Ayalupo. Tries to milk a penalty there to Ayalupo. Now Norton to Warner. Swaffield. Out far side. Here goes Vaticani. Vaticani steps around a couple. Still going Vaticani, and he's brought down 20 out from his from the line. Quick play the ball here. Norton drops it inside, fakes it, and he's spun around there by Luakiola. Good tackle. Now working out this far corner. Here's a chance. Peace. Peace takes him on. He tried to get it out, and it's all ended a bit messily for Yass. So the Bushrangers will look to play it away through Ewings. Interesting play there, and there's a Yass player who's reeled away there as Matt Lawrence. He's slow to his feet. A good run by Tim Vadabuli there. Yeah, another good run by the Bushrangers, and they're working their way out. That was Tupou. Gruber out of dummy half. Pokes his head out the other side, but can't do much with it. They go that far side. Henson. Henson stabs the kick in behind. Read well by Swaffield. Will sit up for him, and he'll be met 30 out. An easy take there by Swaffield. Smith took it up strongly. Now, yes, just trying to work it away from their line. Big wind up here. Big shot. Shots on there as they cry. And the shots were on indeed. At the back for Lupo. Got the offload away. Did Vaticani hold it? He did. Inside for Norton. Norton steps his way through. Still going, Norton. But he's set upon. 35 out. Last tackle here for the Pies. Now come this near side. Lawrence. Lawrence will dab the kick into the corner. Ewings has to turn around. Gruber takes it cleanly though. Gets around from Peace. Tries to go through Collins. And he's taken. Now Vadabuli. Ewings out of dummy half. Strongly met there. Was Afamui, a big run there by Tupou, and he bounced off a couple. And he stays standing. They're going to make him play the ball on the 40 or just in front of the 40. Kick in behind. It's a good kick. It's inside the 40. It's inside the 40. It bounces. It bounces. It'll bounce in front of the 20. Unlucky there for the Bushrangers. They have looked the better of the two teams to start the half, that is for sure. So Yass will look to work it away. 20 out. Not the worst starting position in the world. Scrum is clean, and Vaticani pokes his head out the other side. Good run out of dummy half there by Yass. They're working their way up the field very quickly here. Lupo bounces away from one, bounces away from a second. It takes 3 to bring him down. Lawrence, flat ball to Peace. Peace bounces away from a couple, gets it out. Lawrence tries to get something away, but he's lifted and put down, and Yass has stopped 40 out. Davis out of dummy half to Norton. That's Steve. Dumped it off. Nice play. Swaffield through the middle. He's still going. Gets the pass out. There's a chance there for Warner. Got it out far side. Davis. Still going. Here's Vaticani. Gets the ball out to Smith, sorry. And he's brought down. 15 out. Norton, Steve. Works it across. Lawrence is met as soon as he caught the football. And nothing was going to happen there. Horrible awareness there by Yass. And they turn the ball over on the 6th tackle. Ewing's the first to hit it up for the Bushrangers. And a penalty's coming for the Bushrangers. Offside is the call. Mitchell with a good touch finder. And on the 40. Strong head up to start the set there by Thomas. He holds the ball this time. Now Solomon. Solomon pokes his head through and he's lost the ball in a strip. Back-to-back penalties for the Bushrangers. So what are Tuggeranong going to here to rescue this match? Here's Papali. Try scorer for the Bushrangers. Still going Papali. And he's inside the 10. Mitchell now. Fedouani. Fedouani off a step and he's taken 5 out. They'll work at that short side. They've got numbers. Mitchell tried to go himself though and he got swallowed up, and there goes that opportunity for the Bushrangers. They'll go that side still. Henson drops it off for Afamui. Afamui steps through one, steps for a second. Over will go Afamui. And that is what the doctor ordered for the Bushrangers. Issy Afamui gets through a couple. And Tuggeranong right back in this.
Try to Tuggeranong, number 3, Issy Afamui. Makes the score, Yass 20, Tuggeranong 10. The conversion attempt to cut.
The 2 penalties piggyback Tuggeranong down the field. And you thought they'd blown it on the earlier play with Mitchell going himself. But Henson reversed the play fantastically. And Afamui on the burst. You were going to be hard-pressed to stop him. Mitchell now with the kick and the conversion. And it's an 8-point ball game.
Mitchell successful with the conversion attempt. That makes the score Yass 20, Tuggeranong 12.
So 30 to go in this game. The Bushrangers a shout. There were multiple Magpies in front of the kickoff there. They're all over the ruck area at the moment, Yass. Fedouani ducks under a tackle. And a dummy half there is Gruber, and Gruber gets through one, and he's stopped on halfway, and this is a good start to the set here by the Bushrangers. Now Aluakiola. Big Mike Aluakiola still going. And Tuggeranong's back in business. Papali. Papali gets out the other side. He gets the offload away. Mitchell across to Ewings. Ewings steps inside, tries to get past Davis, tries to get the offload away, and he knocks it on. Tuggeranong not happy with the call. And that is not what Tuggeranong needed. They looked all odds on to score there. Lawrence defeat the scrum. Swaffield. No. Good hit up there by Peace once again. Here's Vaticani as Saipani Ayalupo makes way. Back on is Matt Scott on the 15 jersey. Norton. Inside ball there, and a good strong run by Benny Warner. He's seen a lot of minutes today as Benny. Different to Ben Warner. Norton. It's Steve. Through he goes. Still going, Steve Norton. Bounces off a couple. Lawrence. Back to Swaffield. Over he goes to Newling. Newling tries to step through, and Newling's met hard by Solomon. Fifth and last here for Yass. They'll go short side. Lawrence He'll dab the kick in behind. It'll be picked up there by Vadabuli, who's replaced Brendan Brophy on the wing. Ewings tries to go through a couple. He holds the football that time. Trying to work it out. Reversing the play. Slipping in. There was Afamui. Papali. Papali works it hard, and Papali making metres. His impact off the bench has been fantastic. Mitchell now. Out of dummy half. Sees a gap. Goes straight through Davis. He's got a man on his outside, but he can't find him. He's held on a tackle there. Sean Davis was lazy through the middle. Hanson. High kick out wide. Well taken there by Smith, and Smith has taken at the 10. Hanson put the kick up, expecting to come down with snow. Swaffield out of dummy half there, and he's taken in a difficult tackle by Ewings. And Tuggeranong putting in another fantastic defensive set here. Yes, trying to get the penalty, but it never came. A strong hit on Scott. They'll work it one out, and they've lost the ball here, Yass. That is not what they wanted to do. It was Willie Peace. And they're just starting to fight back here, the Bushrangers. Daniel Hickson getting ready to come on for the Bushrangers, as is Atu Tupo. And they're spread 5 wide on the left here. That's where they'll go. Henson. Past Afamui, never found him. Picked up by Pollard. He'll run it back into the middle, look to find a gap. He does. He start the set for the Bushrangers 35 out. Here goes a Lua Keola. And Lua Keola out the other side, but he stopped just inside the 20. Here's Fedouani. He stopped 10 out. They'll go that far side. Henson. Henson back on the inside for Gruber. Gruber still going. And a penalty coming for the Bushrangers. Interesting, Fedouani is off and Hickson's on. Solomon is also off, and Tupou came back on. Play out the back, here's Mitchell. The whistle had gone. You thought Mitchell was going it a bit too easy for his liking there. They'll work it out the back. Brophy. Brophy, a nice pass to Ewings. Ewings one man off, but he's chopped down metres short of the try line. Mitchell, quick play the ball. Goes himself. Spins away. Still going Mitchell. He's held up. And he'll be pushed back, and he lost the ball. And a penalty's going to come. So the Bushrangers through Atu Tupo. Atu Tupo still going, but he's stopped short. He thought he might get the ball out the back there for Hickson. Mitchell now. Mitchell, he's swallowed up at dummy half, and nothing comes of it for the Bushies. Tupo out of dummy half. Is he over? He is. He is! Atu Tupo, the biggest dummy half you'll ever see. And there's a coming together after the play. It's Afamui, it looks like. And then a Yass Magpie. I think it's Newling. They separate. I don't think anything is going to come on. Oh, there's going to be a chat. Just a warning to Scott Norton to settle his team down. And I don't think are happy that they have let the Bushrangers back into this one.
Tuggeranong, number 10, Jupo. Score is Yass 20, Tuggeranong 16. With a kick to come.
And how much of those missed conversions by Sean Davis going to come back and haunt the Magpies? They should be 8 in front, going down to 6 if he kicked them all, but Tuggeranong have scored all their tries in and around the post area. Has allowed Mitchell easy conversions. And just like that, Josh Mitchell pokes it over, and they're right back in this one. It's 20-18.
Conversion successful to Josh Mitchell. That makes the score Yass 20, Tuggeranong 18.
20 minutes left. Have Yass got a reply now? John Papali off the back fence. What a run, John Papali. He works it out the back, though, and he's given it straight to Yass. Papali didn't need to offload. This is what Yass needed. Lawrence now. Holes, tries to break through. He ducks under one, but he's met. Just 10 out. Norton holds it off there. It was Danilchak. They'll work it wide now. Lawrence is met again, and nothing came of it. And that's the second time Lawrence has been met like that. They'll work it near side. Scott got it through to Norton. Norton got it out the back. Dumps it off to Swaffield. Swaffield gets it out to the wing. 6 against the call. Still going inside is Smith. Is Smith in? He is! Jai Smith off broken play. And that is the reply that Yass needed. Pollard tried to take the intercept but couldn't.
Tried to Yass, number 5, Jai Smith. Makes the score 24-18 to Yass. The conversion attempt to come.
And this is a crucial conversion here for Sean Davis. $20 minutes to go, 24-18. It's on the wrong side for the right-footed Sean Davis, but is vastly easier than a lot of his other kicks. Walks in, kicks, strikes it well, but he's pushed it across the face. And he keeps the Bushies in this one, 24-18.
Conversion unsuccessful. Score remains Yass 24, Tuggeranong 18.
And Sean Davis shakes his head on the way back to his mark. He's not happy that he missed that. Kickoff is allowed to be caught. A few Yass players stuck their hands up, not knowing what was going on. And eventually the tackle will be made. 10 out. Now Peace. Peace with a big hit up here. That was needed by Willie Peace. And then he gets Yass out of their own red zone. Just a minute under stuff at the moment from Yass. Kick from the 40 is inside. Has he found touch? No, he's Turned it back inside. Gruber needs to turn around and pick it up, and he does. Swaffield was in the vicinity. Pollard out of dummy half. He gets away from a couple. Still going Jaden Pollard, and he takes the Bushrangers out of trouble. Fast line speed here by Yass. Mitchell out of dummy half. Tupou steps back inside. Tupou finds a bit of space. Still going Atu Tupou. And he's held. Last tackle here. Mitchell comes inside. Brophy. Brophy goes for a bit of a run. Gives it to Papali. And that is not who you want to have the ball on the last tackle. And he's not going to be able to do much there. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's called it back. Oh, you thought it was disastrous there for Yass for a moment. Strong run up to their 40 there by Newling. Strong run there as well. Norton dumps it off inside for Vaticani. Junior Vaticani scored once today already. The Shadows reach over halfway. Lawrence now to Davis. Davis holds. Going to get the ball out. He'll go poke his head out the back, but good tackle there by Michael Brophy, to stop the offload. Norton off the kick, and he kicks it straight into a Tuggeranong player. 6 again the call. Plays it off. Here's a chance, and he's dropped it over the line. Jesse Collins. He was in. And he's coughed the ball up. Jesse Collins, whose jersey is almost as big as him. Strong run there by Hickson. And a dummy half Gruber. Gruber pokes his head through over halfway, and the Bushrangers are looking likely again. Henson to Afamui. Steps back on the inside. Afamui away from a couple. Through. Afamui out the other. Oh, Willie Peace over the top has absolutely collared him. They'll work it out now through Hickson. Hickson takes it up to the 20. They'll come back this side. Brophy kicks. Vatabuli will jump for it. He'll go through the Ewings. He'll pick it up, but Ewings has knocked it on. And chance goes begging for the Bushrangers. They're definitely not out of this, but you'd like to spend more time closer to winning than what they are now. As Mitch Smith is going to come back on for Yass here. Scrum 10 metres out, fed by Lawrence. Swaffield with the hit up, and Swaffield goes past one, gets the ball out the back. They got numbers here. Vaticani slides on through, still going Vaticani. They won't stop Junior Vaticani, will they? He steps back on the inside, outside. Still going Vaticani. Still going Vaticani. Still going Vaticani. Are you kidding me? Junior Vaticani goes 80 metres. Well, he darts around Hickson. He put him in a trance. And Junior Vaticani is all but put Yass through to the preliminary.
Try to Yass number 4, Junior Vaticani makes the score 28-18 for Yass with a kick to come.
And if you want a 12-point turnaround, well, here it is. A much easier kick this one for Sean Davis. And just when you thought the Bushies had Yass on the ropes, 2 quick tries. Sean Davis converts with ease. And it's 30 points to 18.
The conversion successful for Sean Davis. Makes the score 30 to 18 in favour of Yass.
What have Tuggeranong got left? Their season on the line. Interesting catch there for Swaffield into the sun. Newling will take it up. And he gets Yass out to basically the 30 on their first tackle. Smith pokes his head out the other side. Now Norton Scott, and he's taken hard. Work it across, Norton dumps it off. Collins, and quick play of the ball there by Yass. They've got the Bushies on the run. Don't know if that was the right option there by Warner, though. He's bounced out of the tackle of Ewings, and he's collared there by Tupou. Slow to get up. Davis into dummy half. Kick by Lawrence is high into the afternoon sky. And a great take by Gruber. He lost it backwards. And it's play on, and away they go through Vatapuli. Vatapulli's up to the 40 for Tuggeranong. He'll work it out to Afamui. Steps around one, in and back inside. The Isi Afamui way. Alua Kiola. Doing some hard yards. Mitchell. That was Brophy working hard. Now Papali. Papali through again. Still going Papali. He holds the ball. Mitchell goes far left side. Henson now attacks the line. Kicks it high, but it's not going to fall for Tuggeranong. Swaffield was going to take that easy. A poor kick that by Henson. And Yass can look to work it out and away. 10 minutes left. And we're going to have a stoppage here. I think it is Artur Tupou. No, I can see him in the line. Might be Alua Kiola, it is. Mike Alua Kiola. He doesn't look in the best way. And it looks like Alua Kiola's day and potentially season might be done. So a ninth change being forced on the Bushrangers here with 10 to go. Oh, Michael Alua Kiola is not in a good way. And you hope there is someone taking him home tonight. So we wait for Aluakiola to leave the field. We're back underway. Yes, just trying to work things out from their own end. Davis now. He'll be finished off just outside the 40. Kick there from Warner. Will be picked up eventually by Pollard. And Pollard will bounce away from one. And he's done well today, Jaden Pollard. Gruber out of dummy half. And he's got the Bushrangers going. And if there's one thing the Bushrangers have done better than Yass today, it's getting out of their own end. Solomon. Papali with a bit of space and time. Takes a couple for a ride. Brophy holds it up and he's finished off there by Davis. They'll work it across. Henson, what's he got now? Henson, a better kick in behind. It'll bounce out wide. Yass will need to get on the end of it. Will they allow it to go dead? They will. That was very lucky. Jai Smith playing with fire. Here's Willie Peace. Willie Peace, another strong run today. Warner. He will be taken 10 short of halfway. Smith, the Raiders under 20 player. Work it across to Norton. Norton will be floored on a three-man tackle there. Finished over the top by Solomon. Lawrence will just dab the kick into the corner. He'll be picked up by Gruber. And penalty. Offside calls on Sean Davis. So we tick to 7 minutes left in this match. Mitchell doesn't find much in the way of territory. Bushrangers will only start 20 out, but you'd start to think that they're starting to get into desperation time as Solomon's first hit up is not as effective as he would have wanted. Gruber got the offload out the back, though, for Mitchell. Mitchell has a man running with him. It was Brophy. Goes out the back to Henson instead. Now Afamui. Afamui goes out wide to Pollard. Pollard steps inside, and he's taken over the other side of halfway for tackle 2. Slow play the ball. Long pass to Papali, and he coughed it up. And he floored a player afterwards in frustration. And the penalty is called. And you just have to suggest that that may be it for the Tuggeranong Bushrangers in 2017. Warner finds touch. That's the other side of 40. There goes Danilchak. Here's Newling. And Newling goes straight through the other side. The big prop. Will he go all the way? He steps around. Still going Newling. He's stopped 2 metres short. They'll work it out the other side through Warner. Across to Smith. That's Mitch Smith. Steps back on the inside. Still going Smith. He drops the ball out the back and the penalty is called. And you'd have to think that Yass will take the 2 and seal the point, seal the win. They will. Time off is called. Goal here will push it out to 14, and you'd have to think that'd be it. Time waved back on. And Sean Davis from a relatively easy position will step up and end the Bushrangers season. You'd have to think that's all she wrote now.
The penalty to Sean Davis, successfully converted. Makes the score Yass 32, Tuggeranong 18. Just under 5 minutes to go.
You have to think the short kickoff has to come here. It is short, and it's a good short kickoff out wide. Tuggeranong get it back. A fantastic flying grab there by Tuggeranong. A play on is called as well. It's Fedawani, and he's stopped 35 out. That's a horrible play of the ball, and the penalty is given. And it's probably not what Tuggeranong wanted. Mitchell to Fedawani. He'll take it up again. He'll be stopped 20 out. Maybe there is life left in the Bushrangers. Papali now. Papali will take it to 10 out. He's played well today, John Papali. Solomon. Solomon, one out. Fedawani, but he couldn't hold the ball and run through it at the same time. Mitchell now. They're quick off the line. Henson. Henson dumps it back off for Tupou. Tupou tries to go through a couple, but he can't, and he's stopped about 3 metres short. Quick play of the ball. Up off the line quick, though, Yass. A bit too fast for everyone's liking, though, especially the refs. Quick play of the ball. They'll work it out. I've got numbers. Afamui dropped it. And Afamui drops the Bushrangers season. Yass will go through to the preliminary final next week at Seaford Oval. Where they will take on the Queanbeyan Blues, who've dropped now their last 3 games. Something that I'm pretty sure Terry Campese will not be happy with. The scrum is not clean, and it's been knocked on by Yass. Maybe the Bushrangers aren't done yet. There's a bit of coming together afterwards. Can the Bushies get the clock stopped with any time left? No, the referee isn't interested in stopping the clock. Quick scrum out the back. Brophy. Brophy had Ewings through a gap, decided not to use it. He's got Vadabuli on the far side, but he puts it down. Yass gave them a chance, and they just threw it right back at them. And you'd have to say now, definitely, the season is done for Tuggeranong in 2017. Scrum a bit cleaner that time by Yass. Newling, who's been a standout in the second half. Smith still going as well. He'll be stopped, 20 out. Now Newling, and Newling bounces off one, bounces through another. Still going, Josh Newling. You'll probably look to see Yass doing a couple of one-out stuff. Here goes Daniel Chack, but he's stopped. Dummy half Warner. Warner steps away from a couple, still going Warner, and he's men in the middle. He doesn't hold the ball though. Norton goes across. Daniel Chack, and Daniel Chack is met again. They'll go the short side to Vaticani. 2 tries today to Junior Vaticani, and they'll just kick it out. Yass, and with a minute to go. they'll look to settle things down. Junior Vaticani, your man of the match for today. His 2-try effort, the ceiling try, a special one, 80 metres. So season winds down here for the Bushrangers. A good run there by Brent Wallace. Fedawani overruns it, now goes to Brophy. Brophy steps back on the inside, and that just about sums up the day for the Bushies. He's still going, though. Back to Wallace. Wallace now still going. Will we have a try at the end here? They got numbers. Henson. Henson steps back on the inside, still going, dumps it out the back. Fedawani got it across to Papali, but Papali will just swallow the football in the tackle. They'll go back to the far side. Mitchell, nice pass over the top. They got numbers out with ease. Out the far side to Pollard, but Pollard didn't juggle the ball. He'll step back inside. Still going, Pollard. And he's held up. That is it. Yes. Take the elimination final here in Kepax. 32 points to 18. It is the end of Tuggeranong's season in 2017. And the Bushrangers, who did so well to make the finals, come up short in week 1. Man of the match is Junior Vaticani with 2 tries, and as I mentioned, that fantastic 80-metre solo effort.
All right here at the elimination final. Yass 32 is defeated Tuggeranong 18. Yass progress next week to play the Premium Blues in the preliminary final at Seaford next Sunday. Thank you for your attendance. Hope to see you out at Seaford next week for the preliminary finals.
As a despondent Tuggeranong wrap up their season. That's all we've got here from today. For myself, Jeffrey Coop, it has been a fantastic elimination final. Thanks for joining us. The final score, Yass 32, Tuggeranong 18.